we always together, we're always connected. So it's not like we're fighting over a man or anything like that. Like that's a stupid narrative. I'm a grown ass woman and I'm a good looking woman who's successful. I'm not gonna fight over no man.
Real talk.
I can get any man that I want if we're being honest. But I chose him, he chose me, and we're together. It's just that they were like this whole black love thing. And I think that's where like the fans are kind of stuck at like, oh, this was our black love. This and that's what they were used to, I guess.
Okay. This what I be meaning, man. This what I'm saying. I don't know how to phony kick it. This stuff comes off fake. And these are not smear campaigns just because you like Claressa Shields or you like Papoose. So nothing they say that clearly shows them faultful or in the wrong also. You don't want to hold them accountable to. Now notice what she said. She said, this ain't over no man. I'm not fighting over no man. In fact, I can have any man I want. This is what I be meaning. How come y'all don't get this? How come y'all don't get this? Again, if these were two normal people and y'all wasn't looking at their popularity, y'all would call this down the line. And y'all would call this honest. Y'all would call her out. Y'all would call him out. Y'all would do the same thing to Remy as y'all hear what they doing now. Look at what she said, though. She's not fighting over no man. But hold on. You invited Remy to a fight. Remy just turned down the proposal. But you already invited her to come out and fight. Another question. Was you and Remy friends before you started having sex with Papoose? Yes, y'all were. Was y'all cool before you started having sex with Papoose? Yes, y'all were. If you wasn't messing around with Papoose, would you and Remy still be cool? Probably so. Okay, so don't say it's not over a man when that's exactly what it's over. You are having sex with her husband. It don't matter if she stepped out on her husband to try to justify you sleeping with her husband because she's still married to him and y'all were cool before you started messing around with her husband. So any woman gonna feel some type of way. What is wrong with people, man? How is people so damn fake? I can't stand that stuff. And then thinking you're going to call me out on it. You got another thing coming. That ain't going to happen because the truth is on my side. The truth is on my side. Again, I can care less about Remy, Papoose, or Claressa Shields. I don't know none of them. But if we being, well, those who honest see what it is for what it is. This is over a man. And if you can have any man you want, why would you make it your business to want to deal with, again, you 30, he 47, you and Remy was cool. Why would you want to deal with her husband if you that confident in who you are and what you got? Why would you want to mess with Papoose seeing that he's already married? He's already married. Even when you start having sex with him, he was still married. Still married. Still living together. Why would you put yourself involved in that? Why would you do that? Now, mind you, of course, here's the thing. Here's the thing that people can't seem to comprehend. They're looking at, oh, they look good together. They appear to be happy together. True. You appear to be happy together. You tend to look good together. People want to see y'all both doing good together. That's true. But we're talking about the fact that's out here that y'all trying to actually water down and not actually see things for what they are. That's where the problem coming in at. Where people are closed-minded and selective on the real truth of what's going on. And like I said, if these were just normal people, just regular normal people with no popularities, no biasness in your heart, you would call this down the middle in all truth. You would have been like, girl, even though she was messing around with another person, that's still her husband. You and that girl was cool. Y'all was socializing with each other. Y'all were kicking it with each other. Y'all was talking on the phone. Y'all was sharing all type of female thing. So you knew that when you were friends with her, and now you having sex with her husband. No, that's messy. That's how a woman would call that out. But because it's Claressa Shields, because you like her, and because you're feeling some type of way about Remy, y'all don't see it like that. You seeing it like, so what? That's good for her. She deserved that to happen to her. That's how y'all looking at that. That's how y'all looking at that. Y'all see the Papoose situation. Even though y'all like, oh, he spent that time with her. He was stood by her side when she was in jail. He loved that woman. Okay, we get that. But it still don't take away that you can smother a person to the point that you look weak and you begin to push them away, and you can become so controlling in what you're doing that it makes a person don't want to be around you. You can't say that those things are not true when so many of y'all and ladies have went through these things and still dealing with men who do these things. I hate the fakeness of the no, that's not true, or it don't happen, or it's not happening. That's the fake stuff I hate, when most you women know that this is true and this is what you're going through and have been through in one way or another. I hate that fake stuff. Then when I call it out and I'm showing it, and you hearing them say this stuff out of their own mouth, you want to make it seem as though I got some type of smear campaign. No, I'm not friends with none of these people. None of them. I'm faithful to my audience without biasness. Now, this woman said it's not over a man. Y'all believe that? Do y'all believe that? It is over a man. Because if you wasn't screwing Papoose, you and Remy would still be cool. So it's over a man. If you and Remy were fighting, ain't nobody gonna say y'all fighting because she said something slick to you, you said something slick to her. They gonna say y'all fighting over a man. Y'all are fighting over Papoose. That's how we would say it. That's how we would say it. We would say it like that if y'all were in the street. We'd say it like that how it started on the internet with y'all. We would not say nothing different. But again, it's the fakeness that get me, man. When now people not being naive to the facts. And again, if you can get any man you want, why would you choose an already married man? At the same time, let's keep in mind, this woman is confessing to be a Christian woman, a born again, Bible believing Christian woman.
But after a while, once I got saved and I got baptized, Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you hope and give you plans to prosper, and I live with that. Even though I was in bad circumstances at the time.
Okay, that's clear. She's a Christian, saved, baptized, quoting scriptures. She's a Christian. That's what she's confessing. So stop with these games. Like I said, we live in a world now where the Bible says in the last days, men will be lovers of one another and not lovers of God. They love people more than they love God. They love each other more than they love God. You love Papoose more than you love God. You love Claressa Shields more than you love God. So you can't even see where they're going against God because you like them more than God. Well, I'm different. I don't. I don't put nobody above God. I don't care who it is. God is my life. God is my go-to. God is my power. God is my truth. So when I'm hearing these things, I'm not deceived by what they say. I hear what the woman is saying. How can you be a born again, Bible believing Christian who can have any man you want to, and you choose to be with a married man? when the Bible say no adulterer will enter into the kingdom of heaven. That's what the Bible say. So I don't care what none of these people say. I don't care how y'all feel. The truth is the truth. I didn't know this woman was a born again Bible believing Christian. I didn't know that's what she was confessing. And she said something again the other day. Come on now. That's terrible. Yeah, you want to see them happy. Yeah, you want to see them together. Okay, I get that. But we still can't get around the truth. We still can't get around the truth. We still can't ignore the truth. Come on, what are we doing here? People just do not like to be honest. This is over a man. It's over a married man. And both Remy and Papoose are bogus and out of pocket. And y'all are too for participating. Remy and Papoose were married. Remy stepped out and started having sex with Easy for money. When she went to her husband for help and he said no. That is the truth. I can play that. I don't care what nobody say. I can play that. When Papoose rejected Remy, she turned to Easy to bail her out. Easy bailed her out financially. She still wanted to be with her husband. She was just using Easy for the money because her and Papoose, I can prove that too. They were going through financial problems. Papoose was saying Remy was broke. Remy was saying Papoose was broke. They both was going through financial problems, not living above their means by which they once was used to living. Remy took it upon herself to use Easy to try to make a balance of the money they were struggling with. In fact, my one guy pulled up another document showing that they owe $800,000 on the house that they was living in together. They still owe $800,000. Even Remy came out saying that some of the things Papoose was doing, as far as like not paying on certain things, that money was owed on those things. Come on now. Like I don't like the fake stuff and ignoring what's being said. I've been covering it. Y'all, look, listen, here's the thing that's crazy. Y'all liked and respect what I was doing because I'm covering it in truth. But when I was covering the part about Remy, it was no problem. Now I'm showing you where Claressa Shields went wrong. Now I'm showing you where Papoose went wrong. Now y'all can't see that. Why? Because you like them more? It ain't even about that. It ain't even about that. It's about the truth that nobody can ignore. Nobody can get around the real truth. If Papoose still married, yeah. So do that mean they operating in adultery? Yes. Is it even more shameful and wrong before God because they confessing to be Christians? Yes. Have not Remy and Papoose both did something wrong by drawing two persons into their sexual life by which they are now with four people in adultery. Now with four people in adultery. And two confessing to be Christians. So look at what's happened. You got two Christians, one Muslim, and one 5%er. All in the pool of adultery. Remy got Easy into doing adultery, and Papoose got Claressa Shields into doing adultery. I'm wrong for saying that? Is that a lie? No, it's not a lie. It's the truth. So that's right. Like, get up out of here. People be so fake, man. I can't stand fake people. Just fake. Because you like somebody. Love and honor these people more than you love God. Get up out of here. Thank God you changed my heart, Lord. I ain't like that. Thank you, Lord. I'm so glad. To be a friend of the world is to be an enemy of God. That's what the Bible say. To be a friend of the world is to be an enemy of God. To love the world You make yourself an enemy of God, loving people more than God. Come on with these games. This is over, man. In fact, you the one that's in the wrong because it's somebody else's husband. I don't care how right you think y'all look together. I don't care how good you think y'all good for each other. That's still another woman's husband. And he made it his business to personally seek you out, knowing you was cool with his wife, and now got you committing adultery. That's the truth. That's the truth. Go ask your pastor. You go to church, you in church according to you, go ask your pastor. Go ask the sisters of the church. Go ask the brothers. Go read your word. Both Remy and Papoose got these two people in their adultery. Simple as that. That's how God see it. They the ones stood before God. They the ones made vows. Didn't matter if one broke it. Okay, you have to wait till the paperwork is done. You have to wait till the thing is over. It don't go like that. So it is over a man. Stop with these games. If it's not over a man, then what is it over? If it's not over a man, then what is it over? I don't got nothing against none of these brothers and sisters. I ain't got nothing against Easy, but I understand Easy was broke and poor, and he was propositioned by what he believed to be a successful millionaire woman who was attractive and beautiful and seductive, and used that to her advantage to actually use him for money. I get that. He did what, like I said, Easy did what any other dude would have done from the streets who don't know God and actually just looking for a come up. Not look, 9 out of 10 guys would have did that. So yes, Remy was out of pocket. Like, I look at the whole thing on that. Remy was out of pocket. Papoose was out of pocket too. Because I still strongly believe that, and I don't care what nobody say. When his wife came to him for help, he should have helped her. Regardless of how you think, he should have helped her or found a way to make to help her. She shouldn't have had to seek out another person to pull her out of the situation. She went to her husband first for help with. He should have helped her, but he wanted to prove a point to her also, and she knew it. So she rebelled also. That's what that was. Pride against pride. Ego against ego. I would have helped my wife, and we would have came up with a game plan and understanding. Then, like I said, Papoose was wrong. Because in spite, he called himself doing dirt back to Remy by going and pursue one of the women that she was close with, that she was talking with, that she was fond of. He knew of their relationship. He married to this woman. They talk all the time. They have a circle of celebrity friends together. Claressa was one of the least. So it made her more easier to pursue. And she in a position of money and power. He took it upon himself to do that. And now you got them into adultery. You see how that web of adultery spin out? How can y'all not see that? Oh, Papoose ain't do nothing. How you didn't do nothing? This called adultery. No matter how y'all look at it, this is called adultery on both ends, not just on Remy end, on his end too. It's called adultery. And he made it his business to personally seek this woman out, knowing she was cool with his wife. So he was fighting her back, knowing that he was severing their relationship. Because Claressa Shields was not messing around with Papoose, they would still be cool and associates. So we're not going to play these games. Well, I'm not. Y'all can play it. I'm not. God know I'm right. So I can care less what people think. You can love Claressa Shields and Papoose and Remy all day long if that's what you choose to do, if that's what you want to do. I'm not finna be liars for none of these people. I can care less about your feelings. I'm gonna cover the truth. If you love the truth, okay, you're gonna accept it. If you want to be in deception and lies, okay, stay in deception and lies. But none of y'all can tell me I'm wrong at what I'm saying because I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna let you hear it out their own mouths. What are we talking about here? Anything I say, I can prove. Because I try not to say nothing without having the proof anyway. Battle truth. That's what it says. So you can battle with the truth. I'm just going to put it out there. This is over a man. Stop it. And if you could have any man you wanted to, then that's what you should have did. You shouldn't have went after somebody else's husband that was already married at the same time calling yourself a Christian saved woman. That's terrible. It's not good. And they look bad. And they look bad. You know, it is what it is. I mean, look, we all have our flaws, but right is right, wrong is wrong. How people ain't seeing that? Now, it seems like Remy and Pap may be going to court. They may end up getting a divorce. Ain't nothing final yet, so you never know. Ain't nothing final yet, so you never know. It's a lot of things going involved in this. This might could get even messier than that. But you know, they already planning on so-called building a family. But this is the truth, and it ain't no way you can get around that stuff. So I just don't buy into the lie. I can't be deceived by these things. Claressa Shields is literally on here saying, this is not about a man. She would not fight over a man, even though you already propositioned her to fight over her man, over her husband. What are you talking about? You can have any man you want, but you chose to align yourself with a man who already married as a Christian woman, going against the living God because you lack self-control and feel some type of way. Like, come on, what are we doing here? That was dirty. No matter how you look at that, that was dirty. Because you was befriending that woman. You was girlfriending that woman. That is dirty. To now be having sex with her husband when you was just befriending this woman for 3 years. I'm sorry. That's just the truth. I just don't like the fake stuff. How people just don't call it like it is. It reminds me of when I was younger. I remember when my baby mama used to be friends with my sister. Well, they still friends today. And I remember me and my little sister was real close. My little sister knew I messed around with a lot of girls. But she also knew my main girl was my baby mama. And her and my sister was cool. So my sister didn't have no problem with me messing around with other girls on my baby mama who she was cool with because I'm her brother type stuff, right? But when my baby mama would try to step out and get even with me and mess around with other people, she'll be mad and want to fight her. Like, no, that's my brother. You know, I ain't finna mess around with no niggas on my brother, such and such. As though I was faithful to her. But she didn't care about me messing around with other girls hurting her feelings. But she ready to fight her because she want to mess around with another guy. But she know that I'm messing around with other women and it ain't no problem for me. But she want to mess around with somebody else on me. And now my little sister want to fight her as though she wrong. See what I mean? That's what this remind me of. When I see this, I'm reminded of things like that. It is what it is, though. It's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's a question. It's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth.